I think the important thing to emphasize to the American public is that this is not something right now that one should consider a really very serious threat because of the fact that A, we're aware of it, and B, the virus does not spread readily from person to person. There's no doubt that the mortality is very high. So the somewhat encouraging news is that it isn't spread readily at all from human to human. But the quite sobering news is that when a person does get infected, unlike other respiratory illnesses, the mortality is really quite high. There's been variation in the reports of numbers, but approximately 400 cases and approximately 100, 120 deaths. So you're talking about more than, somewhere between 25, 30 plus mortality, which is extremely high for a respiratory infection. It really presents initially like any flu-like illness, but the ones who get really sick go on to very serious respiratory symptoms, which can actually lead to total organ system collapse and death. I don't think there's any question that it was just a matter of time. On interviews that I had given weeks and months ago, I was asked the question, would you be surprised if we had a case in the United States? And my response was absolutely not. I'm not surprised at all, given the amount of travel and air traffic between people in the United States and people in the Middle East. There's no question that sooner or later something like this was going to happen.